Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around, should we get one today? Today's topic is: should you have separate accounts, or should you have a joint account when it comes down to finances? Me being married, me being other people that have been married. You gotta say you gotta go all in. Anytime you talking about marriage, anytime you talking about moving in with somebody, you got either you're all in or you're all out. You know what I mean? As we talk about it, one of my chapters in my second book, God Timing. Should you not move in together with finances? Stuff you gotta talk about. You gotta talk about saving. You gotta talk about budgeting. You gotta talk about, y'all investing. You gotta see, where your money's going. You know what I mean? That's the thing that trust a lot of people up, a lot of fights, like arguments, is all about money. You know what I mean? Not knowing where money is, if money is saved up, not even knowing what's going to happen if one of you two passes away. You know what I mean? Unexpectedly, what's going to happen with the money? So definitely gotta have this conversation about finances. I know a lot of people like to talk about it. Even me, you know what I mean? I'll be like, hey, I ain't trying to talk about this. I know I have to, you know what I mean? But yeah, you got to talk about the situation. But yeah, should you have a joint account or a separate account? Like I said, you got to go joint, because when you saying joint, I mean, hey, we all in, you know what I'm saying? Even if some person might be, better at managing and organizing, budgeting and stuff, you still take two. You still gotta have both people's money, both people's share. So you gotta look at it like an entity. You know what I mean? Y'all are one person. You talking about getting married and stuff like that. Now you single. We separate. Unless y'all, made that agreement that y'all gonna just do an account. Which I don't really understand why people would do that if you're not married. But you do separate account if y'all not married. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not married, and y'all don't need to be joining nothing together. Not until y'all, you know, have the have that confirmation from the Lord. Y'all have that confirmation from the Lord, and go be it. But yeah, though, it just a better way of communication. That's what I found out. Know where everything is at. It's easy to kind of know where things are at, budgeting, and see what are some improvements that we can make. You guys can make. Like I said, me personally, any one of the subjects, I'll be like, I'm gonna go past. I ain't really like to long really like talk about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know for me, I ain't really a spender. I'm really frugal. You know what I'm saying? I'm chill, what I mean, with the basic stuff. But every now and then, like I said, what I mean, sometimes people they like to splurge. Some people are the savers, some people are the spenders. So you gotta kind of know your dynamic. You know what I mean? Sometimes the man, the spender, woman's kind of saving and stuff. Trying to save for a rainy day. Or sometimes the woman is the spender and the guy is very conservative. So it all depends. Or there's a situation where both the savers and both the spenders. So it's good to kind of see where your money is at. I know, wife and I, we attended a finances class with Dave Ramsey with our church, and it was really beneficial because you got to see where your money's going. I know you're talking about the debt snowball. Have every dollar have his name. Savings, entertainment, this bill, that bill. It's different entities of where your money is going. That way, all your money when it comes in, it's accounted for. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, when it comes down to finances, you gotta have your own account. You know what I mean? Those days where you telling something serious now, is you just, like I said, you single, you just have boyfriend or girlfriend. Like I said, I don't know what those are, but you just have in a regular relationship, then just can't have separate. But yeah, you think about something more serious, and y'all gotta get joint and see where money's going, track it. That way, it'll be easy on both behalf. You know what I'm saying? And then also too, keep you accountable. And have like agreement, have conversations about purchases. Like he's also talking about like purchases if it's like $50 or more. You know, you just gotta have a conversation. You know what I mean? It may seem a little childish, may seem, you know, somebody might be trying to control you, but you know, it's all out of love. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I can't do anything unless they get approved. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure, you know, everything gets okay. You know, I can't. I got out there and we short. You're like, man, what happened? Oh, I just bought me some shoes. I'm like, she's gonna look at me like I'm crazy. She's gonna look at you like you're crazy. Oh, I just got my hair done. Oh, I just got this done. I'm like, no, we were saving for something else. Why are we spending money there? Could have went somewhere else. Yeah, like I said, it's all a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's a big argument of peace that a lot of couples have about money, finances, you know. Like I said, you always want to have, you know, money for a rainy day too. You never know what may happen. You know, tomorrow is never promised. So that's all I really gotta say. What's your take? What's your take on what kind of finances should you have? A joint account? Should you go separate? What's your take? What's your experience? Make sure you comment below and check out the rest of my videos on my YouTube channel. Until next time out, Coach JC.